Welcome to the intro training exercises for Sharperlight and Business Central. This is exercise 6. Please follow the video carefully and if needed use the PDF listed within the description for further information. In this example we will go through an example of a customer detailed aging report and the basics of naming filters and filtered columns. We'll begin by defining our query for our customer detailed aging report. Open up Query Builder and then follow the steps for our query. Change the mode to Summary Report. Set the company to Kronos AU, open the table lookup and under the Sales folder select Customer Detailed Aging. We'll change the ending date to 2022-05-12. Then make sure the customer number is set to All and the Exclude Fully Applied filter is set to Yes. Then we want to output customer number, customer name and amount LCY. If we preview, we can see the balances outstanding by customer. Next, we'll add the Days Overdue filter into the filters pane 6 times. We'll also add the output amount LCY 5 more times for a total of 6. We will later use filtered columns pairing the days overdue and amount LCY so we can see balances for different date ranges. In preparation for setting filtered columns, we want to give our filters and outputs matching or appropriate names and descriptions. We'll begin by changing the names, descriptions and filter parameters of each Days Overdue filter. From the training exercise PDF, there is a table we should follow. We'll have the table display on the top right to follow along with. On the first Days Overdue filter, right click and go to Options. Here, we want to change the name to Age Future, description to Age Future, the From parameter to 0 and the To parameter to 0. Click OK and your Age Future filter is now ready. Now go to the next filter and do the same, but now with the Age Current Name, description and filter parameters. Continue down the list. You will see the different filter parameters are appropriate for the named filters. For example, the Age 30 filter returns data between 30 and 59 days, as our aging columns are in increments of 30. Once our filters are done, we want to change the names and descriptions of our amount LCY outputs. Again, you can refer to the table in the Business Central Training PDF for the names and descriptions to follow. Otherwise, follow the table displayed on the top right. We'll begin by right-clicking on the first Amount LCY output and going to Options. Then the General tab. Here we can change both the name and description. Change the name to Future and then the description to Future. Click OK and then do the same for the next output. This time you want to set your name to Total Due and then your description to Total Due. Continue down the list in the table from the top right, as we want to have our 6 columns to be appropriately named for our filters. You can also look at the published report for reference that comes default with Business Central. It is called Customer Aging. Once you are done, you can then move on to filtered columns. Filters by default apply to the entire query. Filtered columns allows us to be specific on a column and define which filters apply to it. Begin by right-clicking on the Future output and going to Options. You should see in the Functions tab on the right side. Apply filters to this output. For the Futures output, we want to filter it by the values defined in our filter now called Age Future. This filter had its name changed to Age Future, so tick the box for Age Future. Click OK and now the Future output is specifically being filtered by the Age Future filter. Follow down the table list for the rest of the filtered columns. As we've named all our filters and outputs earlier, the pairing of the correct filter to output is much easier to follow. Once you are done, you should have 6 filtered columns. Preview the query and you should then see a basic customer aging detailed report. View the SQL statement and there we can see what our filtered columns have done. You should see case when statements. This concludes the training for exercise 6 for Business Central. For more information and in-depth explanations, please refer back to the training PDF.